Hello, everybody, and welcome to Vintage Markets Inside the Charts. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. So, the US dollar has fallen into its lowest level since December 23, and that happened after President Trump has threatened the EU with 50% tariff. Now, the risk of widening physical deficit did not help the case of the dollar either. And what we've got here is the monthly chart of the US dollar index. And as we can see, we broke the very strong level and also a psychological level of the 100. We broke below it. We tried to pull back into that level, rejected that, and pushed lower. So currently, we're trading below that level. So I want to take a look at the chart of pound versus the US because this is my favorite potential opportunity for the coming few days. So this is the monthly chart, and what we can see here on the monthly that we broke this very significant level in and around the 1.34.5. If I zoom out a bit, we can see the importance of that level in the past. So what I'm looking for is pullback to test this level from above. If we'll take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that the weekly is also back into an uptrend, but we are overextended, meaning there's quite a distance between where the market sits right now and its moving averages. What I also like about this level is the amount of rejection that we had below that level. So previously with these two rejection, we pushed to a lower low. As we climbed up into that level, we tried a couple of times to break that level until we broke through that level and also closed above it on this weekly chart. So taking a look here on the daily chart, and it's a similar story. We can see the details of the rejection underneath that level before we broke higher. We are also overextended here on the daily chart. Now, where I'm looking for this potential setup, it's actually on the 4 hours. So we can see the 4 hours is also very overextended. Now, this is a very strong trend. So in the context of the higher time frame, it will be a shallow pullback. But here I'm looking for the market to pull back to test that level from above. And if and when the market will pull back into that area, it will also be back into the buy zone at the area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages. Now, what I'd like to do also is add the Fibonacci retracement of this latest move. And as we can see, we've got the 61.8% retracement clustering very nicely with this level and the buy zone. So on pound US, I'm looking for a pullback into the 1.3450 area. Any signs that the buyers are back around that level, and I'll be looking for a continuation of this move. Next, I want to take a look at the chart of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin broke into an all-time high, and if we'll take a look here on the monthly chart, we can see the pullback into the buy zone and then the move away. Take a look here on the weekly chart, and we can see that we moved from a low to a higher high. So that was quite a strong push that we had here. Taking a look here on the daily, and we can see the daily is back into an uptrend, the push to a new all-time high, and currently we're pulling back. The area that I'm looking for potential opportunities sits in and around the 106. Now, because we are already overextended on the higher time frame, I'll be looking for signs that the buyers are back into that level on the lower time frame and a continuation of this move. If, however, we'll get a deeper pullback, so a pullback in the context of the higher time frame, then I'll be looking at the area of 97.5 to 98 for a potential continuation of this move. So if we'll take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that it will bring us back into this consolidation level before the break higher. Next, I want to take a look at the chart of dollar Swiss, and I want to start with the higher time frame, so with the monthly chart. Now, what we can see here on the monthly chart is that we are in a downtrend. We came also close close to this previous high, couldn't break above it, and then we pushed to a lower low. Then we had a pullback to test this very strong level of in and around 84 area, and we can see we rejected that pullback, and now we're continuing lower. One important point though on this monthly chart is that we are still very overextended. Now if we'll take a look here on the weekly chart, we can see that the weekly is in a downtrend. We printed a lower high and now we moved away. We can also see that there is a level here around the 0.82. If we'll take a closer look at that level, we can see it was a level on the way out. It acted as resistance, then support for the price a couple of times. Now what we've got here is also divergence. As the market is making these equal lows, the indicators are making higher lows. So for a potential continuation of the higher time frame move, I'll need to see either consolidation above this level and the momentum indicators going back to converging to the downside. However, if the market will break through this level and then reject it swiftly and close above this 0.83 area, then I'll be looking for a continuation of this pullback toward the 0.85 level. Happy trading, everyone. Bye for now.